Psyched up and crazy intro. Today we're doing a little segment we like to call Story Time. Just
I came up with
imagine
it.
from our usual psyched up and crazy intro. Today we're doing a little segment we like to call Story Time. Just
I came
imagine.
up with it.
Just imagine story time going across your screens right now. Like the more you know, story time. Anyway, uh, basically what we're going to be doing in this mini series. If you guys like it, if not, we won't do the mini series. I don't know why Chief's throwing flowers or why those two are punching each other. Anyway, basically, story time. It will be a little mini series where we tell stupid, funny, and cringy stories that we have about stuff that's happened in our lives. And if you guys like this series, you can leave your own stories down in the comments, and we might read them in the next one. But
Sounds like a fanfic work.
shut up. I'm going first because I've got the funniest, cringiest story ever. Okay, so back in elementary school. Oh wait, no, hang on. I'm joined here with Aaron, the extraordinary. I'll say hi.
Hi.
He does not
He's
have
currently
it.
having a seizure.
Hello.
I don't. Anyway,
I
I'm
can
joined.
see multiple walls.
He's a bit newer to Minecraft. He hasn't played since point two.
Yeah, I'm a stupid child.
And
Yeah.
I'm joined with Chief. Say hi.
Hello.
Solarius G.
Hello again.
And Alex Pendrake.
It's your boy!
I also have a channel of my own that Nut will point out at the end of this video.
Yeah, I'll leave a link up in the info card or down in the description. You can check his channel out. Chief
Me
also has a
too.
channel which you can check down in the description. Alex
Now
does not
this-
have a channel, and neither does Extraordinary over here.
I do have a channel.
Oh, well then you'll have to send me the link, and I'll put it down in the description below.
I will.
So Alex here is the only one without a YouTube channel.
Now I wasn't aware about you, Chief.
Anyway, now, like I was saying, back in elementary school, I dated a girl named Chloe. Now, we went out for about a year and a half. 4th grade, we went on a field trip. We had this one guy a couple seats behind us, who'd been asking us all fucking year long, "Hey, you guys going out? Hey, you guys going out?" We always told him no. Eventually, I got fed up with this bullshit and was like, "Yes, now shut the fuck up and leave us alone." I got in trouble, first of all, for swearing.
That's
Second,
understandable for a kid.
I look back at her. She's crying. Didn't talk to her again. We were over by that point. Skip forward to middle school. We go to the same middle school. She fucks my life over by telling people random shit that never happened about me in elementary school. And then, to this day, I'm still dealing with the repercussions of the shit that she told people. So, Chloe, if you're watching this, suck a fat one.
I actually have a similar
Goodness.
story to Walls.
Savage.
I actually have a very similar story to Walls, but it wasn't a girlfriend situation. Back in my 6th grade year, I was the polar opposite of what you guys know me as now. Quiet, reserved, didn't talk a lot. I was literally still following people around like I was a stray puppy. But that's a story for another time. But I met a friend, I'm just gonna call him McLeod, because that was his last name. Yes, I still make fun of that name to this day. But he was my first quote-unquote friend in middle school. Aside from another one, but me and her got into an argument. So I kind of followed him around. We were decent friends. No big issues, no arguments, nothing. Then Christmas break approached. No biggie. After we came back from Christmas break, he was not the same guy as before. He was rude, he was mean, he was treating me like I was basically, well, I don't know the word to go for that doesn't make me sound racist.
Trash.
No, he treated me as if I was like spit on his shoe.
Oh.
Like, for zero reason, treat me like I was the biggest shit stain in the world. To this day, I still don't understand it. But that's kind of a good thing and a bad thing, because he treated another friend of his, that Aaron here knows, our old friend Andrea, he treated her just as bad, and so both of us desociatized with him, and because of that, we actually became friends. So if it wasn't for that asset, I would have had one of my best friends be my friend.
Yeah.
Also known as the person literally across from him on the table.
Yeah, I didn't meet Aaron until I was in high school.
I did not meet this guy, that guy, and that guy if it wasn't for this guy over there.
Woo!
Yeah.
What
Well,
was
I
the
met-
version of a matchmaker?
You're not wrong.
The thing is, me and Wall, we met like what? I think like wasn't it like about 4 years ago, if not more? We met on
Gosh.
like a Minecraft server that
I want to
we-
say it was like 3.5 to 4 years ago. Yeah.
we met on this like one multiplayer Minecraft server that I got interested in because it was pretty fun, even though the owner was a giant pain in the ass money whore who just didn't do jack shit for the server and just kept taking money for no reason.
By the time I found the server was pretty much dead.
Yeah. And
Sorry to interrupt both of you. Sorry, Chief. When did me and you meet?
2018, September 2018, I believe.
Yeah, September.
Jesus
No, like
Christ.
August, September 2017 to 2018. Yeah,
Yeah.
wait, August when?
September, August, like somewhere between those 2 months.
Yeah, it's around
It was like late August, early September.
Yeah.
Jesus.
We met
Anyway.
in Space Engineers during a YouTuber stream.
Yeah, I remember.
I came across this dumbass when I was playing on the Doctor Who server for Minecraft. I don't even remember how we actually met. I
Mm-mm.
really don't.
I don't remember either.
It's probably something similar to what me and Wall happened, though yours is probably gonna be. His situation was probably similar to mine, where I was playing on the server for a while, and when we met, it was through some dumb sheer luck, and when multiple times the server got remade by some other people, but after a few times it got shat on because not many people played it. And to this day, I really want the server to just come back as well.
I know
had-
that. I know
It
that.
had,
I
it
know
had
that-
plugins that could be interesting in this server.
Which
Not
which we might talk about in a later. Actually, we have one of those plugins on this server.
Indeed,
Which
I
one?
could go fetch some, you know.
The
What,
brewer,
alcohol?
yeah, the alcohol one.
Yes,
Has anyone worked on that at all?
yes, actually, I have. I have a
Yeah.
book in my hand. Here you go. Take a look.
Okay, it's his diary.
No, it's
No,
not a diary. It has the alcohol listed.
It's not. It's literally nothing. Chief, get your ass back over here.
Freedom.
He ran to the basement.
What is
God
it?
damn it! Get back here!
This is supposed to be story time, and we're just 5 fucktards doing random shit.
Here's your book, Axel.
Uh,
Oh, what's Aaron?
Yay! I got the fucking quill.
It literally is nothing more than just a book full of recipes.
you.
for brewing.
How do I
Anyway.
drop your stupid book?
Hit Q.
Yeah, hit Q.
Q throws it.
Don't where?
I have it.
Oh.
Sold.
Oh, Q froze it. Have some pork chops.
Stop.
Oh, yeah, actually. Aaron, sit the fuck down. Not Aaron. Chief, people sit your ass.
I'm trying to. Anyways, I do
Okay,
have
that-
an interest. I
that's-
have a
that's-
pretty
that's-
recent story that happened to me. It happened,
Before,
like-
before you say that, I have to say this. It popped into my head middle of you talking. I remember vaguely from when back and me and Wall met on that Doctor Who server. Very vaguely, I remember me and him talking. Then there was yelling and him running from a Dalek. That's all I remember. That's
Oh
literally
yeah.
all I remember. I remember him running from a Dalek and complaining about something as he's getting shot at.
I'm going to assume it had like some sort of proximity chat active in that server.
No.
there was a server Discord.
Oh. But anyways, a pretty stupid story that happened to me in the middle of my, well, it actually happened really recently. Like I think it happened like tops 2 weeks ago.
Oh boy.
If not 3. Yeah, it's really recent. It was in the middle of my class, no less, in the middle of
Oh,
PE.
no.
What
Ah.
we were doing in the middle of PE, we were doing athleticism in turn, high jumps, long jumps, all that sort of shit.
Okay.
And we were doing a high jumps, and my very first high jump resulted in my knee and my shin getting killed practically. I still have the marks to this day.
Which leg?
Well,
Like-
it's only been 2 weeks, so clearly you would.
Yeah, and
Which leg was it?
my right leg actually.
Oof.
Yeah.
As if it makes a difference.
Actually, it did make a difference when I got hit. When I got up from the soft mat, I sat on the ground for a good 10 to 20 minutes. And when I stood up, I was my balancing was so off that I would need to have a cane. But I
I'm not
was
gonna make a joke. I'm not gonna make a joke at all.
Please
not
don't.
because I was old or anything. It's just my balance was so off at the time that I had
Well,
to continue walking if I wanted to keep my balance.
Can you imagine how bad my balance was after my accident? I'm still dealing with that, by the way. Okay, so the accident. Let me tell my viewers about this because some of you guys know about this, others don't.
Actually, I don't think you told me the whole
I
spiel.
don't know.
Really? I haven't told you the whole thing.
I don't remember, to be honest.
Okay,
I
well,
kind of do.
I stayed home from. Oh no, not home. I stayed at the school because I met up with some strangers and we were playing. We were playing some games of pool. I got caught up in having fun playing pool at college.
Okay, stop.
Oh, God.
I met up with some strangers and I went to play pool.
Let me rephrase.
This already is very interesting.
Let me rephrase.
It's already really bad.
I was getting ready to go home when I heard some people I didn't know talking about making bets playing pool. I'm like, okay, well I got.
Not making it any better.
I'm like, okay, well I gotta stay and watch this. One guy wanted like, all right, can I play a round or two? Sure, they let me play a round or two. 7 o'clock, I go to leave the school. I stop at my stop sign because I'm a very cautious driver, so I will stop, physically look both ways, take a second to do both ways, and then go on. I'm still the same way. I don't know where Soul went. Anyway, as I go out of the stop sign to go into the median so I can turn left, because it's a 6-lane highway with a median in the middle. Once I get to that third lane, I'm looking at my left side. I see a bright pair of just a light. I just see bright lights, and then I black out. I'm like, wait, what the hell just happened? I come to in my car, so I'm still in my car when I come to the first time around. I try reaching for my knife that's in my door, which I still have that knife to this day, to cut up with my seat. Yes, my knife was in the driver's side pocket of my car. Someone had to fish it out because I couldn't grab it. The reason I couldn't grab it is because when he hit me as a T-bone collision, by the way, this truck had a 4-inch lift on it. This was already a big-ass truck. Then a 4-inch lift and a tiny...
Was it a semi?
No, it was just a regular pickup truck. But it had a 4-inch lift on it, and I'm in a 2000 Chevy Metro, which they don't make anymore. Anyway, I'm trying to grab my knife out of the door, but I can't because when he hit the car, it jammed the door together, so I couldn't get into the pocket to reach my knife. I black out again. I wake up on a gurney. I've been told I've been in a car accident. Later on, I realized I find out the entire left side of my face was broken. I had 6 broken ribs, a torn spleen, and a torn kidney. Now already, okay, sure, walked away with a few scrapes and bruises, nothing bad, but that driver was doing 60 miles an hour in a 45 with a 4-inch lift and his bumper hit my window. I should have died in that accident. The only reason we know I should have died is because when he hit me, the driver's seat was knocked out of place. So it wasn't situated in its little nook and cranny anymore. The only reason we know that is because when my birth mother went to go take a look at the car afterwards, she collapsed to her knees seeing the damage because the driver's seat was behind the passenger seat.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing keeping that thing in place was me wearing my seatbelt. That's the only reason that seat was still in front of the steering wheel when I blacked out the first time. When I came to, I'm still there. It is. I'm still looking at the steering wheel. Nobody believes me at that point. I don't know why, but
You can't really blame them. You basically should have been dead.
Yeah.
You got hit by a fucking big pickup truck to the left side of your car, going 60 miles per hour. If you had been in any other type of car, or even worse, if you had been probably facing the damn thing, you would have been KO'd.
Yeah. The only thing I can chalk it up to is the grace of God. I had my Bible in the passenger seat next to my laptop, and I had my favorite radio station Z88.3 playing. Now, for those of you that don't know, Z88.3 is a Christian radio station down here in Florida.
I'm sorry, but I find that a little bit funny that you live to tell the tale of this amazing accident, but ironically enough, your Bible's in the fucking like, that's the only part I find funny out of this. Because it's like, okay, the Bible magically saved his life. I chalk it up to luck personally, but at the same time, at first I thought it was like, oh, he got hit by a car, oh, he's lucky to be alive. But no, after him mentioning how big the fucking car that hit him was, yeah, I'm sitting here like, maybe God was involved in this.
But
I've had issues. Like, I've had an accident, quote unquote, where I hurt myself. Nowhere near as bad as Walls. So, like, I'm 50-50 on even if I should even mention it at this point, because I'm still kind of mind boggled at your accident.
now, here's the kicker. I was only in the hospital for 6 days.
Damn.
Time the fuck out. Time the fuck out. Several broken bones. And like 2 ruptured organs, and only in the hospital for 6 days?
The only reason I was in the hospital for 6 days, they would have released me sooner had my hemoglobin levels in my blood kept dropping. They kept dropping until to the point where they were reading as 8, and then it stopped dropping. 8 is the minimum amount of hemoglobin levels you can have before you're in lethal territories. Had it dropped any lower, I would have died.
I gotta ask this. I'm not a medical expert. What the fuck is hemoglobin?
I don't know either. I don't know either.
Something in your blood, I'm guessing.
It's
But-
not your blood.
I was about to Google it,
Did
but
I
have no idea
hear
how to spell that.
hemoglobin?
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway, my
Stop that, dude.
I had to use a hospital walker for about a week.
Fair.
And then I was on a cane for another week and a half. Now, you see how a lot of people would run around, right?
Yeah.
I used to be able to run like that before I was in the accident. Now I have to bring my knees up higher, so it looks a lot stranger when I'm running, and I cannot fix it, or else and I can't try and run the way I used to, or else I'll fall flat on my face.
I don't believe you run that weird, because you haven't seen me run.
Anyway,
Yeah, he runs like a weeb.
Yeah.
I run like a weeb mixed with a fucking idiot.
Hemoglobin
long
is
stride, flail on my arms.
but let me tell you what the plastic surgeon I saw a few weeks later to check on my progress of healing said. He said it was the fastest recovery he's ever seen. He saw 3 to 4 months worth of healing in the cuts and scars in my face in 3 weeks.
Are you
Anyways.
like Wolverine or something?
The only reason
How young were you at the time?
this was 2 years ago.
Okay, so
Oh
you
Jesus,
were
okay.
The day of this accident was January 15th, 2019. I had just turned 18.
Stop.
I had just turned 18 like 3 weeks prior. Not even 3 weeks.
Well, funny thing is, this skin apparently doesn't joke around. My ears apparently heard all that story.
Well, you were
Anyways,
like 20 fucking feet away.
Anyway,
And we're in a basement that echoes.
my But the only reason I have for explaining why 3 to 4 months worth of recovery in 3 weeks is because of my 3-step program of Thrive. And if you guys want to know about it, I might leave a link down in the description down below where you can check it out for yourselves. I might not.
I fucking knew he'd say that. I fucking knew he'd say that.
Anyways,
Oh my
hemoglobin is the scientific term of red blood cells.
Thank you. I didn't know anyone.
I am a scientist student based on my school, literally. I am in a science program. Can you not burn yourself, sir?
Oh,
Yeah, you're not me.
But
This guy could do whatever he wants to kill himself, not you.
let me. Since Wall brought up his injury story, I want to bring up mine, but I want to tell the full story of this.
Sure.
I've only ever told someone I broke my skull. It's slightly stupid, slightly idiotic, and I kind of regret it.
Explain.
Moment.
No, this happened back when I was still like before I was even in my teens. I was like maybe 10 or 12, like 10 to 12, somewhere in there. This was long ago. For the record, no one here knew me when I was that young. When I was that young, I wasn't the most athletic kid, but I still went outside, ran around, played ball, played football, played a lot of like sports-y things, but not really caring for sports. After I had my doctor issue, which I'll explain in a moment, I wasn't allowed to do anything super crazy for a full year. Like nothing physical, nothing strenuous, nothing activity like that for a full year. So that's kind of where I picked up gaming. Because I had a full year of not being able to do anything. It happens when you have a GameCube and more time than you should.
Yeah?
But back when I was 10, 12, I don't remember the exact date because it was so long ago, and probably because it probably fucked with my head. But way back when, it was around, I'm gonna say 8 to 10 o'clock at night. I remember because there was no sunlight out. And me, my older brother, and one of my older sisters were messing around with this foam surfboard we had. We would go up the first flight of stairs, get on it, and surf down the steps. It was fun because that was the most I'd ever get to see a beach. And after a while, my sister and brother stopped doing it and went to watch TV with the rest of my family. But I didn't really care because if memory serves, they watched like a football game or something. I didn't really care. So I kept doing the surfing more and more and more till I had the genius/retarded idea to go down it backwards.
Oh no!
Yeah, you can already see it. I went down backwards, but it's not that. It's not that I went down backwards. It's fact, with the surfboard that was made, it was straight, and at the very front of it, there was a little like scoop upwards. When I went down it backwards, that little scoop part in the front hit the very edge of the stairs and flipped it. Swear, I landed straight on my back and slammed my skull into the floor. And for the record, the floor of my house wasn't like wood, it wasn't carpet, it wasn't even fucking stone. It was metal. I'm saying this again. Metal spikes sticking upwards that had a carpet over top of it. That shit was hard and uncomfortable.
Wait,
And
what? Metal spikes?
I don't know what it was called. It was like, it's metal spikes. Like, but not sharp anything, just like small, like short little stubby metal spikes sticking upwards. A lot of them. I don't even fucking know how many. A lot of them. And there was carpet placed over top of them. Remember, this house was built like back in like the 60s or 70s. This is an old house. The house hadn't been renovated for decades. And I hit the ground hard. I knew something was up because I felt my ears ringing, and my family, they swear up and down. They knew something was wrong because they heard the crack. I call bullshit on that. Absolutely bullshit, because when I hit the ground, I knew something was wrong. I felt everything echo. And every time I tried to open my jaw, everything would vibrate. The minute I tried to open my jaw to speak, ringing in my ears, vibrating as if I was inside a fucking bouncy castle. Really weird. So I was able to wobble over to my grandma. I don't remember if I was with help or not, but I was able to wobble over to her. And I vaguely remember saying, I don't feel well. She asked me what's wrong, and I said everything feels woozy. So they kind of like rushed me to the hospital, which is kind of understandable. If you heard a kid hit the floor that hard backwards, you would.
Mm-hmm.
And so during the drive, it's kind of a bit of a blank because I vaguely remember it 'cause it was late at night. But I remember my oldest sister being next to me, and I tried to talk to her, but everything was ringing, so she just kind of like held my mouth shut so I'd stop talking. But we drove the whole way. I vaguely remember the hospital because I was again so young, and again I basically just slammed my skull into the floor, so everything's a bit woozy at that moment. I got to the doctor. They did like a full like scan of my skull. I had to get inside this big donut like X-ray machine. I don't remember what the fuck it's called. I had to like lay on a gurney. They'd stick me in a donut spinny thingy. They pulled me out, took me to a room. I had to end up getting into their medical outfit, which basically had me butt fucking naked.
It's like the machine's like an electromagnetic resonator or something like that.
Yeah, no matter what, it's just like a powerful X-ray of your whole skull at once. And I really had no qualms with it. I cautiously laid my head on a pillow and went to sleep, or at least I nodded off for a while. I woke up later. I know it was later because it was still nighttime. Or at least, like, there was no sun or stars outside that I could see. But again, remember, I was on a fucking hospital floor with windows at the side. I couldn't see jack shit because the things were closed. But I slept in the bed for a bit. I woke up. The doctor came in. I vaguely remember him mentioning that I was stupid as shit for doing that. And that what I did was, I didn't do anything thankfully bad. I didn't, like, crack my skull open. I didn't give myself a concussion. What I did was, I had a crack from the top of from the back of my skull up near the back of your head down to near the base of my skull, a very large crack going down the back of my head. So every time I moved my jaw, it would send the vibrations through my skull, which made the bones like rub against each other. That's why everything was so weird.
Ah.
Like that, like I didn't really speak a lot because I couldn't because it fucking was in my head. And so I spent the night in the hospital. I do not remember if I was hooked up to like anything at all. I don't remember if I had IV or anything. I don't remember. But it was very long. I slept for most of the night. I woke up the next morning and I had to piss. So someone had to help me out of the bed. I think it was my birth mother. I don't remember. Yeah, it was my birth mother because she was the only one that could stay all night because she slept on the fucking 3 chairs next to the bed. And she stayed there all night. So when I got up, she helped me wobble out of the bed into the bathroom. I pissed, which was probably the weirdest sensation because it felt as though I hadn't pissed in like 20 years. Like it felt as though I had just like released like the biggest burden from my body. And I hobbled back to the bed and laid down. The doctor came in. I don't remember what the fuck it was about because I'll be honest, I was more focused on the lovely detail of the fucking blanket I was covered in. I don't know why I'm so interested in that. But after a while, things went back to normal-ish. But before I left the hospital, the doctor, my birth mother came in with the goofiest grin on her face, and then not too long after, Mickey Mouse, I shit you not, Mickey Mouse came into the fucking room. Rather good day. I was given a Lego set, and then Mickey Mouse pissed off. Then before I was released from the hospital, the doctor told my family I wasn't allowed to do anything strenuous or physical for the next year. So I didn't do anything for the next year, and that's kind of how I adopted the premise of gaming. Excuse me a moment.
School?
I don't remember if I could or not. Either way.
I just love that we just heard his origin story.
Basically, at this point, aren't we?
But how do you think? Never mind, he's gone. But how do you guys think I felt? Like he had to go to the bathroom that morning. How it felt the biggest release ever, because my kidney was torn in my accident. It kept filling my bladder with blood, so I had to go to the bathroom like every 4 or 5 hours.
Jesus, man.
It was awful. It's a fun. Where's Soul?
Yeah, so get your ass down there.
So, you better be making my sandwich.
I'm back. Sorry.
Okay, but Alex,
Sorry,
how do you think I felt? Like you said, you had to go to the bathroom really bad that day.
Oh.
I was going to the bathroom every 4 to 5 hours because of my torn kidney. It was filling my bladder with blood. Yeah. Stop drinking water, for fuck's sake. Why are you wearing a helmet?
Sounds like you're sucking dick.
Yeah, it actually kind of does, to be honest.
Yeah, it does. Why does it?
He's just got the grapefruit technique just going on.
Actually, here's a question.
I snorted. My nose muscles contracted as I was doing that.
Look, I gotta ask a question here. Has anyone ever practiced kissing?
No.
No, don't need to. No offense.
Yeah, you don't need to
No,
practice.
that's a lie. I have once, and you're gonna hate me, and everyone in here is gonna judge me for saying who I practiced with.
Oh no.
Let's say
This I need to hear. This I need to hear.
This is another story I regret.
This is gonna be some southern incest shit, isn't it?
He's from Florida, not Kentucky.
Florida is still the South, motherfucker.
Okay,
Name any time you hear of that kind of shit happening down there.
before I started going through puberty, I was very curious about how girls worked. So I asked.
I already have a bad mental image.
So I asked my dad if he knew, and he's like, "Fuck if I know, jeez. When you figure out, let me know." So I talked. No, I wasn't even okay. I was curious. I asked my dad. Later, my stepsister came to me.
Oh no, I knew this was gonna be some incest shit. I knew it!
My
At least it
stepsister
wasn't
came
sister.
to me saying, "Hey, I hear you wanna." She had just started going through puberty, so she was kind of knew how this stuff was going on.
Oh.
She's like, "Hey, I hear you wanna know how girls work. Well, I'll tell you what. First, I'm gonna teach you how to kiss. And you'll we'll do it together. Yes, me and her did kiss. We did French a little bit.
Ugh.
And I was like
'cause
8 at the time. The only reason I regret this story is because her little sister, who was like 4 at the time, walked in. And she went out screaming, "Mom, they're kissing!"
Wish you couldn't speak.
Oh my god. Sorry, that's funny.
Wait,
No,
wait, how old were you again?
I was like
I think you said
8 or 9.
Damn, you got more pussy than I did at that age.
I want to tell a little embarrassing story. Aaron will know one of the people in this story. But let me ask this: Aaron, remember Cece from back in high school, or did you not meet her?
Who?
Cece.
So am I finally able
Oh,
to
you
remove
mean
this?
you mean the fat bitch that you tried to hook me up with?
Oh, well, she's not fat for one. She's on the plump side, sure, but she's not fat by any means.
Plump, chubby bunny, whatever you want to call her.
So
I
so the premise of this video is we now know Aaron's an asshole.
No, it's not that. It's I
Yeah,
would.
I
This is kinda-
genuinely have a right because he tried to hook me up with her.
In my defense, she asked who you were, and I said I said your name, and that's about it. she asked, I gave a reply. And if things would have worked out in the end, you would have been thanking me rather than criticizing me.
And no, I wouldn't have. I really wouldn't have.
Either way,
Dude,
it's almost
I
like-
wish I had friends back in high school who would try to hook me up with some other friends.
I
was the kid in school everyone tried to avoid.
Yeah, I was one of them for a while too. But
Same.
the fun part of the story was this is actually something Aaron doesn't know because he wasn't at school this day.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it was one of those days where you were like smoking yourself into a fucking coma.
Oh yeah, I love those days.
Oh my god.
Well, no, I'm
Shut
saying
the
that
fuck
if-
up, Aaron.
I'm saying that because if it wasn't for me and our friend Andrea, he smoked a box of cigarettes every fucking day.
I would never. Smoke
Probably,
cigarettes.
knowing him.
Bullshit. I would never smoke cigarettes, and you damn well know it.
I'm saying that because would you rather say you did marijuana on YouTube?
Yes.
Fair enough.
Soul, wake the fuck. Soul, hang on. Soul has fallen asleep.
Hey, we never said where we live, Chris. So therefore, it's not illegal.
Touche.
Actually, I can go get. Actually, I can
now.
go get a bow. You can keep talking. I can go get a bow.
Get mine. It's in my chest in my room.
Wait, what?
Oh my god.
Well, I'm gonna say the story because I just kind of want to, and this has to do with our friend Cece.
Okay.
Back in high school, it was during our lunch period. I didn't eat lunch at school because school lunch in our state is absolute shit, in my opinion. It tastes like people cooked it, let it sit out for a month, and put it in the microwave for like 10 minutes. It's absolutely disgusting. There are very rare things I'd only ever eat like the PB&Js. That's about it.
I would eat chicken
That's why you
sandwich.
don't have to get lunch. Just because you can't bring your own.
No, you yeah. In our place we could. I just didn't want to because it was more of a hassle. I did do it like twice. That's about it. But after lunch, I was kind of sitting on one of the benches by one of the school exits into the lunch area, which isn't that far away. I was sitting down messing with my phone, and then our friend Cece sat on my lap.
Oh yeah?
The reason why this is fucky with me is because she's got a nice butt.
Yeah.
Not like yoga pants, Wall, but she still has a nice butt.
Aww.
Plump is still plump.
Yeah, but I
Oh,
didn't do
viewers,
anything about this. I didn't do anything about this, but the only thing I did do was I did like half-ass hug her while she was sitting on my lap, and I continued to fuck with my phone. She just sat there chilling, no questions asked.
Okay, for a minute, I was about to explain who Yoga Pants is, and then I remember my boss asked what my YouTube channel was.
Yeah, there's a reason.
So she knows.
Actually, being fully honest, our friend Cece, I do not remember her full name. I don't remember her full name at all.
Bro, I don't remember half the people's full names.
The only people I remember from high school is Erin, our friend Andrea, because I've known her since 6th grade. Cece, because she, in my opinion, was probably the sexiest girl in high school. Mostly because she was short, maybe about a handful of inches shorter than me. I'm gonna guess she was like 5'6". I'm guessing on that. She was short. She was really, 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 really nice. I never remember her being mean. That wasn't her being like motherly mean to a kid being an asshat. And I'd be lying if I said she didn't have a nice ass and some nice tits. I'm saying that
Are
because if
you
memories.
fucking kidding me?
No, I'm saying that
We're just gonna get ripped into by feminists in the comment section. I can see it now.
No, I'm saying that because she
Fuck
actually
you,
told me.
feminists.
No, I'm saying that because she actually told me her size, quote unquote. I'm not relaying that information because that's hers, not mine.
Oh wait, I think is it the girl I think you're telling me about? I think you've told me about.
I told you about her size, nothing else.
Okay, yeah, then it's the exactly who I'm thinking about, and you lucky son of a bitch.
Yeah. All I'm saying though is that,
What?
from anyone who's obvious, that's not a D. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying on that matter. Because anyone who uses their brain could tell that was not a D. Dead silence.
Yeah.
I was thinking for a good second, and I have a feeling that 99% of the video from like when he started his story, it's only been him talking.
Yeah,
Well, everyone else has kind of got dead silent.
Okay. The only ones who haven't told a story are Chief and Aaron.
Yeah, we haven't got a
Haven't
chance because you guys like to talk.
Aaron,
Well, you
Aaron, you're telling the next story because fuck you.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, proper.
Alright, fine. We're
wanna
gonna
hear
tell
one
the
of those
story of how I almost died.
Oh God! Wait a minute. No, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. The way.
Stop.
And this is a legitimate story.
Did you tell me this? Did you tell me this story or no?
You know part of it.
Why are you saying it like that though?
Yeah, like why do you say it like that? That makes me think. Okay, he's about to tell a bullshit lie.
No, this was real.
For the record, if it was a bullshit lie, I'd call him out on that instantly because I know him.
No,
Continue.
It was a simple day. I was at work. I
Which
thought it was
one?
gonna be
Yeah, which one?
Papa John's.
Oh
Back
God.
in the day. He worked for Papa
Oh.
John's for like 3 years.
It was cool. I was being the manager of the night. I thought it was gonna be a chill night.
Oh, you told me the story. You told me the story. I
Simple.
remember this instantly.
Can you shut up? Simple night. Thought gonna boss around a few teenagers, get to smoke a little weed while they do all the work, and I get paid for it. Comes
You asshole!
my boss leaves around 8:30. All right, guys, have a good night. And then as soon as it hits 9 o'clock, I think it's all cool. I have my earbuds in. I turn around. There's a man with a mask pointing a Glock in my face. I drop my shit. I look at the dude. I'm already high as fuck. I'm gonna be honest with you. And he asked where the manager is. And technically all three of us are the managers. And I just go, I don't know. He takes me and the two other people in the store hostage inside the kitchen, well, inside the office, points a gun at all, makes
Sorry
us
to
take
cut you off
off.
real quick. Sorry to cut you off real quick, but what stupid motherfucker decides I have nothing to do? Let me rob a pizza place.
Yeah.
A guy who has a mask and he has a Glock in hand and he clearly, my guess are two options: someone who is in trouble with someone and owes a lot of money,
Probably.
or second option that's much more likely, a dude that is clearly on drugs and needs money for his hookup.
Fair
That's
enough.
that's the much more likely reason.
Yeah.
I'd find it hilarious if you broke into the place to steal a pizza. I'd find that so funny.
Honestly, I would have made him a pizza.
But continue.
Anyway, points a gun at all of us, and we give him the money. I'm like, this ain't my money. You can have it. It's like only $300. You want to risk 15 years in prison? That's cool. Here's the $300. He takes it and he goes, that's all the money and we give him it, and he thinks that's not all the money. Dude runs out, but still, I saw that bullet in there. I saw right through that hole.
Yeah, there was a bullet chamber in it. But what you don't know though is if it was an actual bullet or a blank. That's what you don't know.
Well, it was loaded and it was cocked back.
It was loaded, primed. You don't know if it was an actual bullet, which it possibly was, or if it was a blank.
Could have been, but at the same point, I was not gonna risk that.
To
And
be
say,
fully
fuck,
honest,
I'm not gonna say fuck you, no, and shoot
Yeah.
me.
I can understand that. I'd find it really funny if someone robbed the bank with a Nerf gun. I'd find that hilarious.
Actually, I think it did happen a few years ago.
I
Probably,
wouldn't doubt that. But after that happened, I went home, and then the next day, I came in and I handed the keys on the desk. It's like, yeah, nope. After that night, no, sir. I can't do that. No.
Sucker, which Papa John's was this? There's like a dozen in this city.
The one around the corner from my house.
Oh, the one down there. Yeah.
You know, the one across the street from Ghetto Town?
Yeah. Now that's why I had to ask.
Anyway, I'm just thankful to be alive, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't gonna shoot.
I don't think he'd risk jail time for like $400. I don't think he'd risk
And
that.
not even $400.
Well, no matter what, I don't think he'd risk a couple $100 for the sake of murdering somebody.
I don't think so.
he'd risk that. If he wanted to do that, he would have robbed a bank.
Probably.
Or some more money cash worthy than a Papa John's.
Yeah, that too.
Like, I don't know, go somewhere downtown. More high risk, high reward, you know. You know how it goes.
See if you got a story.
Rob a real pizza place.
I would
Yeah.
find it actually. I'm gonna Google something really quick because I want to see if actually anything was reported on that guy robbing that place.
Well, we do know there was a Papa John's delivery driver killed, like a few months prior.
But Chief, as he's doing that, you got a story you want to tell?
I don't. I'm just trying to think conspiracy.
There probably isn't anything about it.
All the ones I'm finding are ones from a couple years back of a guy broke in and was shot dead. A guy broke in and attempted to steal a Papa John's pizza. The fuck?
Wow.
I'm not shitting you. One of the articles said that.
Soul, you got any more stories?
Did you say, well, let me think. No, that's not that interesting.
I think I figured out why Soul has that helmet on. He's using like earmuffs.
Probably. Soul!
True.
There's not really any like vulgar stuff talking about anymore. He was talking about he nearly died at gunpoint.
There was a girl I liked back in middle school.
Everyone here can say that that's happened to them once.
Yeah, that's not cringy, that's just normal.
That's
No,
just
but,
Actually, wait, Alex, would you like to tell your yandere story?
Oh no.
How many times am I going to have to put
Wait.
this thing on?
Is this the one where I was the one being the person, or what?
This is
I don't
you,
remember.
this is the story where you were being, where you had a,
Oh wait, yes, I remember.
you were the
this
one
now.
being, yeah. You want to tell that
Oh.
story or no?
Yeah, and for the record, no, it's not anything like you think, Saul. It's just me being stupid in youth. Nothing like
I'll
that.
just.
You can stand up, but you don't need the headphones or anything like that. It's not a bad story. It's just me being
Earmuffs. Get it right.
I know I fucked up. But this happened way long ago. I was still back in early day school after kindergarten. What's it called?
Elementary. How'd you
Thank
forget?
you. I forgot the word. I wanted to say preschool, but I knew that wasn't it. But this was back in those days. I had a little friend. I say little because she was short compared to me. I'm just gonna call her KK. I don't want her name out there.
Okay.
Mostly because there's a lot of girls with that name, surprisingly enough. But she was a short little blonde girl, heart of gold, very cute, and I'll be honest, at the time, I was following her like a lovesick puppy. What makes this story a little worse is that for the first, year of elementary school, I kind of followed her like a lovesick puppy. In the second year, me and her were iffy friends. That's when I started to talk to her. But more often than not, I just kind of still followed her. Mostly because if memory serves, I think I just found her pretty. I didn't want to leave her alone.
I was talking about I don't think I've heard this story. Wait a minute.
Short blonde girl, I've told you this one before. I'm just kind of putting more detail into it than I told you before.
I was talking about the one where you were the one being stalked, not you being the stalker.
That's a different story. Anyway, I kind of want to mention this one only because I like bringing up this girl because I really miss her. But, nothing bad happened. Nothing did. Although, in my 3rd grade year, I did the stupidest thing. Really stupid.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, I couldn't tell the difference between someone playing or being dead serious. And so this guy was chasing her, and they were both laughing. My stupid ass was, no, something bad's gonna happen. I grabbed a jump rope and started swinging it.
Wait a minute.
So you were using a jump rope like a whip?
Yep. I did hit him with it, and I regret that, because I did get in trouble. But at the same time, I feel more like an idiot than anything.
Coming soon to a theater near you, Indiana Jones, the kindergarten story.
I regret it fully, but at the same time, I didn't really know that some people played like that because I had been raised by my older siblings that are all roughly a decade older than me. I never really played kind of like that with my siblings. So as the years went on, I still followed her like a lovesick puppy, quote unquote. But things kind of broke in 5th grade, and this actually hurts my heart to talk about a little bit because I don't know what happened, if being fully honest, because I was just kind of following her like normal. I maybe said a comment or something that was stupid. I don't remember. And she just kind of ripped into me to leave her alone and stop following her. Which I can understand. I can understand that. That doesn't mean it didn't hurt. Because if I'm being fully honest, I kind of held her on a special pedestal.
Oh yeah, you have told me this one. I remember it now.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I held her on a special pedestal at the same time holding her very close to my heart. So after she kind of did that, I was rather depressed for quite some time. But then when... Here's the fucking kick in the balls right here. When 6th grade rolls around, we went to Eastwood Middle School. This is where I met Andrea. KK went there as well. And the kick in the balls is when I first saw her, she just gave me a little wave in the hallway. I don't know if she was being okay, trying to apologize or something. I don't know, but it still was like a stab in the heart. So, because I didn't want to bother her or anything at all, I didn't talk to her for all of my 6th grade year. But we did start talking again in 7th grade. But I really, really regret not talking to her the year prior because, in 5th grade we didn't talk at all. In 6th grade we didn't talk at all. When we got to 7th grade, we talked here and there because we shared choir class, and I think a lunch period. That's all I remember. But all of her friends that had known me in the younger years did not like me. Not even the ones that were involved in the whole jump rope scenario. They just didn't like me. I followed her. Not stalker-ish, just more as like lovesick puppy-ish. I say that because there is a difference. I did not like follow her home. Although I did know where she lived because we were on the same bus ride. Different story. But all of her friends did not like me. With like some bitter hatred that I still don't understand to this day. But
They were intimidated by you.
at the time I was like 5'7".
You think people
very
like,
quiet.
You think someone taller than him be afraid
Well, at
of a puny person?
They're women.
So at the time I'm 5'11". Back then I was like 5'7", 5'6". These were short little like 5'1" like little girls that had the snarkiest attitude, and what's worse, they were Mexican.
Yeah, they definitely were intimidated.
I'm saying that because if there's one thing I am going to say, and be honest, Mexican girls scare me.
Well, they should, well, they should be scared of you because, well, the Mexican
you fuck over a Mexican girl, they're gonna beat you with a chancla.
No, I don't remember if she was Mexican or Hispanic. I don't remember. She had the whole Hispanic-y look to her. I don't remember in full.
I'm gonna get ripped into the comments for saying that too.
Well, it's not really wrong. Like Mexican, like you fuck with anyone from a Latino family, they will rip your dick off and shove it up your own ass.
Yes, they will.
Let me get back to the story because I'm off topic. But all of her friends didn't like me for reasons or other I still don't understand. But we started talking again in 7th grade. We became good friends again, and we were friends into 8th grade. But this is where my heart got ripped out of my chest and shattered into a trillion pieces. Even after she had kind of ripped into me in 5th grade, I still held her close to my heart because she was my first. I'd like to say the word crush in my life. And in 8th grade, I remember this vividly. It was August, October, somewhere in between there. I don't remember in full. No, yeah, it was August. It was August. She walked into the choir room with this like surreal look about her. I don't know how else to describe that because she walked up to me and Andrea and said that her and her family was moving. Which I'm like, oh, okay. I asked where, and she said cryptically Washington. That did not help. I tried to get more information out of her, but she just wouldn't say anything. Not like she wouldn't, but as though she can't. I still don't understand to this day, but after the next day when she didn't come in, it kind of crushed my soul a little bit. Because, I'll be honest, I spent the next 3 years Googling her, looking for her on every sort of social media. She disappeared without a trace. And I've checked Washington, D.C., Washington State, Washington Road, Washington everything. So it's just, she like vanished from the world, and I'll be honest, I really miss her.
Time to move
Okay,
on.
what are the chances that she's watching this video?
Slim to none.
Yeah.
Slim to none.
You never know, let's be honest.
There was a girl I liked.
I know this is going to sound crazy talk, but because me and my fucking school program in mathematics, I love that. So I can say for certain there's like a 0.250%, a 0.25% chance, which is still slim to none.
I get you love math, but can you please shut up? I already feel bad as it is.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I know.
so I say we leave it here, and I think before we do, I want to say we try and think of a theme because this kind of thing was like all over the place. We're talking about accidents and cringy stories and other sort of stuff.
Technically, 99% of this
Girlfriends.
was actually all Alex. So I guess
Not
the
really.
topic.
I had like 3 stories. Everyone else here had one, minus Chief.
Okay.
I'll tell a story.
He was
Oh,
just a guest
Wait, what was that, Chief?
this.
He has a story. Let him talk. Let him talk. This any day here.
Okay, okay. We'll throw in the last story.
So this is technically like my first girlfriend I had, which is last year. Proper girlfriend this is. Not like preschool, whatever, you know. So I started going after her, and it's funny seeing she was actually from your state, Alex.
Say that again?
Funny seeing this girl was actually from your state. Weirdly enough.
She's from Indiana?
Let me ask, what was her appearance?
Fearless is how I'll describe it. She's not younger than you, so she won't be in your class.
No, fair enough. Fair enough.
But yeah, I started going out for it, and at this point I had no fucking clue about love at all, so I rushed way too fucking into it. As any stupid kid would. Well, I guess would. You know?
Yeah.
And I told her to take it easy because I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. She didn't take it easy to me. She took advantage of me completely.
Oof.
And well, I didn't even make it to a week with her because at the end of the week she wanted me to be her son's father.
Oh shit!
Wait,
Wait a minute! Wait a minute! What?
Wait,
what? Hold on a minute.
I think you met a meth addict, bro. And she's a kid. Whoa.
Wait, stop. He said that this girl is younger than me.
The moment I heard those words, I just slapped the earmuffs on.
Like, I'm questioning this because I'm 20, and if this girl is younger than me, she's definitely younger than Chief.
Yeah, she was.
Oh my. Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
Yeah.
I'm more confused. I am more confused.
No, I'm not. That's a generic
She was
Indiana slut. She's probably
Yeah,
like 14 with a kid.
Yeah, she was. Seeing she was sort of girlfriend if you basically did this and she didn't like, she threatened to kill herself. So I got
Oh, one of those girls.
So I got the
Yep.
fuck out immediately.
Wait, this is a girlfriend of yours?
Yeah,
For like a week, and he got rid of her.
not even a week. I couldn't handle it.
So,
Thank you for that.
very interesting story. But, okay, so I say for next week. Next time we do this, we're gonna do a sort of theme on crushes we've had, crushes people have had on us, whether we realized it at the time or not.
We could do one tomorrow. Could believe be able to go on tomorrow.
I want to say this aloud, mostly because I just need to think this to myself aloud. I think I once had someone actually have a crush on me. I think.
I'm looking back at it now, and I can see there have been quite a few people who have had crushes on me, and
I genuinely don't.
I'll explain. I'll explain it in the next one as to why I only realize it now. Sorry, you cut out what you cut out as you were trying to say that. All I heard was "Ma!" I just started spinning around. I'm like, wait, what the hell?
Being beamed up, Scotty.
Anyway, so I say we leave it here. And thank you everyone for sharing our stories. Let us know down in the comments who had the, I don't know, I guess you could say best story to tell.
It's probably gonna be with the 3 cringy stories in a row.
Probably either that or my accident story, one of the two.
Yours was actually rather fascinating.
So
Yeah.
So just tell us which story you guys liked the best. And again, I'll leave Chief's channel, Soul's channel, and Aaron's channel down in the description below. Alex, we need to get you to start recording at some point.
Yes.
We've been needing for me to do that for the last like 2 years.
We have.
Some Star Wars.
So, Alex, you're recording next time.
Actually, I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
My recording software can only record up to 5 minutes.
Okay, okay.
I don't have enough storage space on my PC.
Okay, then I'll do it.
Oh, I can do it as well. I can do recording.
I've got plenty of room over here.
Nope, shit.
I got plenty of room. I got like 4 terabytes.
I don't like hitting shift. How do I pull up my recording software?
I don't know. Anyway,
that was...
Alt Z.
Anyway, thank you guys for joining me today on this lovely adventure. And thank you viewers for watching, and we will see you all on the next one. Someone hit the fireplace.
Well, technically,
Alright,
the thing is, a slight description of my channel is me being a Let's Player.
Yeah, let's just
Alright.
let's call him a Let's Player. Chief, I'm not sure what the fuck he does because I haven't actually
Dude,
seen his
that's
channel.
well, to be honest.
Actually, I just checked my recording software. I can record up to 20 minutes, no longer.
Okay, that's why I use OBS. It will record for as long as you want.
Yeah, same here. I use
I think
OBS.
the
Yeah, well,
longest
that-
I've
that-
done.
That 20 minutes is 7.5 gigabytes. And that's with it on its lowest graphic quality.
Get OBS,
Really?
please. Get OBS. Get OBS.
Yeah, OBS is better.
Yeah,
OBS is a
OBS
free
is a
recording
little better.
software.
It's free at the end of the day. Free.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's only 20 minutes for you. It doesn't give me a limit.
I have to go to the settings, and I can increase it to 20 minutes, and then it goes to 7.5 gigabytes. Like 5 minutes is like a gigabyte and a half.
Well, that's because he has his thing at like the highest settings possible.
No, I don't. I have it on fucking bottom dollar crack.
My mind's
Anyway,
I was being a little sarcastic.
I have
So
the
Steve,
bit rate as like
Fireplace.
20. I
so
have the bit rate as 20, and it's that.
we'll
big.
deal with your recording software later. For now, thank you guys again for joining us. I'll leave all the links down in the description below, and we will see you all on the next one. Bye.
Alex, what you need to get.
Wrong button.